everyone, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to part 4 of my easy interactive mini album tutorial for JS Hobbies and Crafts. And so as you recall, we worked on the binding, the pages. We did our beautiful cover last time, which I'm still going to add, and I want to save this so I can add it at the end so I don't smash the flowers. So I went ahead and cover some of the pages with the design paper to save some time on camera. So I covered this one, and I haven't done any of the insides yet. And the reason why I do that is because I want to make sure that I have the design as I want to see it on my book first, on the front for each one of the pages, and then once I have it the way I want it, then I go back and I start adding the paper on the inside of everything. And then also, if you run out of paper, that way then you can complement with different papers from your stash, or maybe just cardstock, or maybe you can just glue your pictures straight into your album and just use your scrap pieces to decorate the pages. Okay, so I saved some of these. As you can see here, I haven't quite finished gluing because I want to do it with you in camera. So the first page, all I did was add the front, and I haven't done any of the insides yet. I still have a lot of paper to play with, but I just wanted to go ahead and set everything up. Now on this one, remember we wrote down where we're gonna add magnets, so I only cover this side, and then I have the piece here, and then also I have the piece that is going to go with the magnets as the closure for my gatefold. So let's start working with this page. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my magnets. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 sets. And you can also find the magnets on the website on JS Hobbies and Crafts. So I'm gonna use 2 because I want to make sure that it's gonna stay really strong, since we have a lot of interaction on the inside of that page. So I'm just gonna place 1 here and 1 here as well. And I'm just gonna use my double-sided tape for that. And so this will go like so, and then I'm gonna turn this around and use my tape with the sticky side up and add my magnets here as well, just like that. So now that I have the 2 with the sticky side up, this is gonna determine where my little closure is gonna sit, or where this is going to sit. So make sure this is close, good and even. And then I'm just gonna place this kind of center. I'm gonna center this little I don't know what you call this this little pretty thing to the opening, and then I'm just gonna hold where the sticky side is, so that's where my magnets are going to be. Now I'm gonna take this out. Oh, this one didn't hold. Okay, so I put this one here again and press this one down too. Okay, so make sure it's even, otherwise later on when you glue this piece, it won't look even. Okay, so now I have the magnets placed here. So then I'm just gonna peel off this tape like so, and I'm gonna grab the piece that I cut for this side. When I cut these pieces, all I do is grab my design paper, place it on top, and then I pencil mark where I want to cut here, and I pencil mark where I want to cut on the bottom. So now I'm just gonna add my glue, just like so, and let me open that up for now, and then I'm gonna place this right on top here. Okay, so now we have the first piece down. And now for this one, I'm actually going to back this up some cardstock. So here's another piece, a little piece from my scraps. Let's see if either that one, yeah, that one's same. So then I'm gonna place this right here on top. So I'm gonna take off the tape here as well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna glue this whole thing down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here on the corner, and you want a little white border around that. Perfect. And then I'm just going to trim this on the side. So now I have the card ready. Put this up. And so now all we do is we place this down, and it should go right where your magnet is. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up and just add the glue on this side. Okay, and now we're going to close this. Now before we close it, make sure your gussets here on the side are standing up, are perpendicular to your page, and these two are touching just like so. Okay, and now we can press this down like that, and now we should open this, and this is the closure for our gatefold. And again, I'm going to come back and add the design paper on those pages as well. Now I'm going to show you the back side. On the back side, I only added paper here on the top, and if we open this, we mark here to add magnets, and then when we open that, we mark here to add magnets as well. So I'm going to be using two magnets, two sets, because I'm using tiny magnets. So I'm just going to grab 4, and I'm gonna do just the same thing we did before. I'm gonna use my double-sided tape, and I'm just gonna place one here. When you place your magnets, don't do it too close to the edge, because you want room to add a little glue to put your design paper down. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this too, and then I'm gonna toss those magnets there, and again I'm gonna do the sticky side up for one. Oh, this tape's super sticky, and the sticky side up on this one as well. Place it right there, and now we're just gonna close this, and then I'm gonna do the same here and here. Okay, so now we have the magnet up here and the magnets here as well. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cover this page with my design paper, and then I'll come back and do the design paper for all the pages after I finish with all the closures. So I'll just place this one right here. Perfect. So now let's move on to the next closure. So now we have those two. Well, actually this one goes like this. This one I just covered with the paper. This one did not need a magnet or a closure, but for this page I left this blank because I want to show you how to cut the paper for here. So we are going to place the design sheet. I'm going to place it right on the corner here, just a little bit below, and here as well. And I'm gonna pencil mark the length, and I'm just gonna trim this right at that little mark. Okay, and I'm gonna save that, and then I'm going to bring this up here once again, and I'm gonna mark where I'm gonna cut it on this side. And for that, I'm actually gonna measure what that is, which is 4 3/4, and I'm gonna cut one more. I will need 2 for the other side as well. Okay, so now I have 2, and now for the first one we're just going to mark, and I'm going to place it like this. I know it's not the orientation from the design paper, but that's how I want this to look. And I'm going to pencil right on this side, and then I'm just going to cut from that little mark all the way until the corner. Okay, so just like this and like this. So I'm just matching that up, and now we have the piece for this side. Now I'm gonna erase my little pencil mark, and I'm gonna glue this down. Now if we're gonna do ribbon, as I said at the beginning, you want to add your ribbon here, and I've kind of changed my mind, and I want to do a little pull tab using, or what do you call that, the little tab thingy using one of these pieces here. So I'll do that later, but for now I'm just gonna glue this piece down on one side. Okay, and I'm gonna place this down here, and then for the other side, actually gonna turn this around as well, and I'm gonna do the same thing. So that corner should be already in place, and I'm just going to pencil mark right there. Okay, so now that I cut this piece, I did not glue this yet, so I'm gonna close this up, and I'm gonna mark where I'm gonna add my little closing tab. So I'm just gonna make a little pencil mark right there, and then I'm gonna fussy cut out one of these ones. Now make sure the one that you choose has the little knob, or the little place where you're gonna put the brad on the right. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this this one here. I have that little piece, and then I'm just gonna back this up on a piece of cardstock, and I'm using this leftover this is the heavyweight cardstock. So then I'm just gonna cut this again. So I back this on that cardstock, and now I'm just going to punch a hole right on top of this little mark right there. And then on this side, I'm also gonna punch a hole right where we put our pencil mark right there. And so now all we're gonna do is use one little brad, place it in here, and then we're just gonna do that, and here we go. So I always like to secure this with some tape, so let me just add a little bit of the tape here as well. Make sure it's nice and flat, and now we can just peel off this tape, and we are ready to glue this page down. So I'm just gonna add some glue here, just all along like this, and we place this down. Okay, so now we have a little tab closure. I don't know, how do we call that? Anyway, I love how it came out. And so yeah, so there are multiple ways for you to add closure to your album. So I'm going to continue adding up the papers on the inside, and then we're going to add the pages into our album. All right, so now I am finally done adding the paper in the inside pages. Now this probably took me a couple hours, but this is the relaxing part. This is when you put on a TV show and just play around with the designs of the paper. I was able to cover most everything, and I even have, I think I just with the design paper, I didn't have enough to cover the inside of these pages here, but everything else I did using the design paper, and I even have a couple of sheets left which I want to save to make little booklets to go into my pockets. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add the pages into our album. And so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to peel off the double-sided tape, and here I have 2 layers because I did do this hinge larger than usual because I do have an inch here, because my pages are heavier than normal. See how thick these pages are? So I wanted to make sure that they're gonna hold really strong here. Okay, so now I'm just going to start with the bottom and find the center, and then I'm gonna go in and start with the bottom, and then we do the top, and let's make sure that it's in, and then I'm just gonna press down and pull both of these tape pieces. Oops, so this one got stuck, so I can just get it out with my little hook. Okay, here we go. This hook is a lifesaver when you are doing these projects. I really like it, and it's from my Cricut machine, so I started using it one time, and ever since then I will not do it any other way. Okay, so then we'll go on the back and we peel off the other side of this tape. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the same to the next 2 pages. Okay, so I am done adding my pages, and most of everything is covered with the paper except for like some areas where I just didn't have enough, but I think I was actually surprised that I was able to cover probably 95% of the album like this. I can still cover this using my scrap pieces here. It just already looks so beautiful. The paper is amazing. So now we're gonna be doing the tags that are gonna go inside our pockets, like here, and then also we're going to decorate our album. To decorate the book, I'm gonna be using this Lush, Lilac, and Umbrella Spray stamp sets, as well as the matching die set. So I'm gonna be using my Memento ink. I love Memento ink because it won't run when you use your Copic markers to color your images, and I'm gonna be using some of my scrap pieces of heavyweight cardstock. So I'm just gonna stamp my image like that, and oh my goodness, it is so pretty. So let me go ahead and stamp all the images. So here are the stamp images. They're so pretty, and I'm gonna be using the matching die set. These dies really make your life a lot easier. So I'm just gonna pass these through my machine, and I'll be right back. So here are the pieces, and what I love about these is that you can actually use this for many projects. All you do is just color it the way that it matches the collection that you're using. Have all these fun elements, and I am ready to start decorating my album. So for the first page, I think I'm going to use this beautiful bling piece up here. I just love how it makes everything stand out. So I'm just going to cut a little piece and I'm gonna glue that down there. And then I'm thinking of also using these beautiful metal butterflies, and I think I mentioned this to you, that when you have a flap like this and you're not using magnets, if you add a little bit of weight to it, then your page is not going to flap like this when you turn the pages. So let me get these butterflies out. Let's see. I really love this one. It's gorgeous, so delicate. I don't know if the butterfly with the bling will be too much, so let's look at it first. It's so pretty. I love it. Now I really do feel like I need a background for my butterfly, so these pretty flowers will definitely look gorgeous. Let me glue everything in place. So to glue my bling, I prefer to use my Fabri-Tac glue. I just think it will hold it a little bit better. And so let me put that down there. Now I'm just gonna use a little bit of glue for this image, for my little beautiful stamp flowers. And those are so easy to do, super relaxing to color, and it just adds so much to your page. So I really love it. So let me just put my butterfly like this, and I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. Okay, so for the next page, so for this pocket, I think I'm gonna be using this beautiful umbrella here, and I think I want to also layer some flowers to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so one of these butterflies, oh, I think they're gonna be so cute. So let me go ahead and start gluing these down. Let's see here, just a little bit of glue on this and some glue on my flowers. Now you can definitely use your art glitter glue as well to glue everything down. Okay, so let me put this one down here, and I'll do just a couple more flowers, I think. Just something like so. And this other little one. Let's see. So I'm gonna let this dry. I really like how this looks. It is so romantic. So pretty. And then we're gonna be creating a little booklet for this pocket. So this next page, I don't think it needs a lot of embellishment just because it looks already so pretty, but I am gonna add a couple of flowers here right where these flowers are. Now when you add flowers on 2 pages, make sure you always close them up and double check they're not on the same place and they're not crushing each other. So for example, I wouldn't put any flowers here because I know I already have those flowers there. So I did my check and these are okay. So I'm just gonna add a few flowers on this side as well. So I'm gonna do probably 3 cute little flowers. It's so pretty. And then again, when the collection is this pretty, you don't really need to do a whole lot of embellishing. Just the small little details like this will make everything stand out. Now make sure you don't cross this line because we want to be able to open and close this page as well. All right, so now let's move on to the next one. For this page, since we have that chandelier up here, I think I'm going to be using this beautiful trim. It goes perfect with this collection. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece. Here, let me start with this side, just like this, and I'm gonna glue this down right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue like so, and put this beautiful dangling trim right here. Oh, doesn't that look so pretty? Okay, and then to match with this other side, I'm gonna place the trim against the top here as well. So I'm gonna make sure I have enough, which I do. And I'm just gonna cut this little piece here. See? And add some glue. It's just so relaxing, this part of the decorating the album, and you know, you can put some music on, or if you like to watch TV, you can put a good show on the TV and just enjoy your, I don't know, Saturday afternoon. It's Saturday for me today, so yeah, so this is my relaxing weekend. So yeah, I love the little dangles on these pages. It looks so pretty. And then let's continue with the next one. So I really don't think this page needs a lot of embellishing, other than I'm just gonna add a little bit of this bling to make everything stand out, and I'm just gonna add it right here. There we go. And perfect. How cute and easy is to decorate an album when the collection is so beautiful. So now I'm gonna come back and do the photo mats for the pockets, but I think we are finally ready. And make sure this is not moving. Okay, finally ready to add my cover. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting for a long time for this moment. So let me go ahead and just use my glitter glue. So again, you know, this glue is not going to wrinkle your paper, which is really important, especially for your cover. And it's really strong, so it's gonna hold it really good. Ta-da! Isn't that so pretty? Okay, so let's press this down. I love it. And then I went ahead already and I cover the back using this page, and then I also distressed the edge of the paper a little bit. I love it. Okay, so now the next thing we can do is add our little piece here for the spine. So my spine measures 9 by 3, so I'm gonna use one of my scrap pieces here that I love, and I'm gonna cut these at 8 3/4 by 2 3/4. But first let me trim this. Let me trim this out, this white piece, and let me get it at 2 3/4, which is right here. And now I have a piece that should fit perfectly here on my spine, just like so. Now I'm going to actually take out this little piece of purple. Whoops. Let me move this up because I don't think I want to see the purple. So, and this should be fine. Now I'm going to distress this page as well, like we did on the covers. So I'm just gonna go with my scissors, just give it a little more of a shabby look. Okay, and now you can have the flowers at the bottom or you can have them on the top. And I think I'm gonna have my flowers on the bottom, and I'm going to embellish the top using some of my butterflies and my flowers. Okay, so let me see if I can stand this up here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna place this just like so. Okay, and let me flip it so you guys can see it on the right orientation. And like I said, I'm going to be adding this butterfly I love this butterfly. It is so pretty, and then also it's like a little bit vintage because of the color, and I think it'll look really cute if I also add some of these flowers. So maybe something like that. Let me just play with this for a minute, or maybe I can add one of these large little flowers and do something like this. I don't know, maybe. What do you guys think? All right, I think I'm happy with that, so I'm just gonna glue this down. Here we go. I really like how this looks. So now we're gonna do the booklet. So I'm going to be making a little booklet here using some envelopes, and this is just like a little extra little bonus tutorial, if you want to say. It's not really part of the album, but I just saw these envelopes on my stash and I figured why not use it to create some cute little booklets. So I'm gonna just glue this little flap into the next envelope. So I'm just gonna put these two together like so. Just make sure they are even, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same to one more. Now this last envelope I'm just going to glue close, okay, just like so. And then this one I'm going to glue it into the one that I just did, and just like so. Really simple little booklet, as you can see. So now we do is put these three together, okay, and I'm just gonna trim on the side, on one of the sides, so we can use this as a pocket as well. So I'm gonna get those out. Oh, trim this one more time, okay. And then I'm gonna use these 4x6 cards to add into my booklet. So I think that I'm actually gonna have to trim this a little bit smaller, just like over here, probably 1/2 inch smaller, okay. And now I can cut these ones apart. So one, and let's see, right here, and super easy and fast, okay. So let's make sure that we have the right orientation when we open this book. And now I'm just going to pick my favorite one, which is this one, to include on the front, just like so. Place this one right here, and then this is the next one. Now this one over here, I'm going to cover this side, okay. I'm gonna do this one. Oops, I didn't center this right. Okay, so let me do this again, just like that. And then let me try on this last one. So I'm actually going to put it here, and then I'm gonna put something else on the other sides, something from my scraps. Okay, so let me place this one down here. It's so pretty. You can leave it plain so you can journal on that page, or we can add another piece. And I think I'm gonna cut a couple more pieces. Actually, I'm just gonna use these ones here. So again, I'm gonna cut these at 4, and this This is not gonna be quite 6. I think it's gonna be 5.5, but let me double check. Yes. So 5.5, and same thing here, 5.5. And so now I can add this part of the booklet. So I'm gonna put this one here. Now make sure that you only glue this little corner just all around. Okay, you don't want to put glue in here, otherwise you're gonna cover your pocket, but you do want to put glue on this side of the envelope. And now we can place this down like that, and then we have a little pocket here, and we'll do the same on this one. So I go all around, and then I'm gonna do on this side, and here we go. So now we have one little booklet, super quick and easy. And for the second one, this is gonna be for the pockets that go on the last page. So I'm going to cut these at 4 inches. Actually, I'm gonna do 4.5, and I'm gonna do 4.5 with this chandelier, just like so. And then I'm gonna trim this white part out, and then I'm probably gonna cut these at 7 3/4, because I want something long like that. And same thing here, 7 3/4. So I have these 2 pieces, and I'm just gonna back those up on some cardstock. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these at 8. Okay, by 4 3/4. So 1 and 2, and these are gonna be the perfect size for these little booklets, just like so. Now if you like, we can round the corners, or you can keep it like this. So I'm going to round my corners. I just like that look. And then for this on the back, I'm not gonna put anything, so we have the option to either do pictures or you can journal on the cardstock. So I'm gonna do the same for the other one as well. And now all we do is glue this into our cardstock. Just like that. And this one as well. It's so pretty. I really love that image. The pretty, it's gorgeous. I think I loved every single one of the designs. Okay, so then we'll place this one in here. Perfect. So now we have our little photo mats and our booklet, and the last thing we're gonna do is the inserts for the pages. Okay, so for the page inserts, I'm actually gonna do something different. So I'm gonna trim my cardstock at 8.5. I'm sorry, 8 1/4. So I'm just gonna take this little piece out, and this measures 11 inches. So I'm going to score at 6 inches. So what I'm gonna do is create just like a little folder, like a little, kind of like a file folder type thing. So we have more room to add more pictures. So I'm just gonna fold along the score line, and I'm gonna be using one of my paper punches. This one that I've been using, it's so pretty. So I'm just going to make the pretty edge on the longer side. And for the other side, I'm just going to do the round corners, just like so. And these are going to be our page inserts. So you're gonna make 2 more of these. So I have my booklets and my inserts, and now I'm ready to put everything in my album. And so let's start with the inserts. So this should fit perfect, and then all you see here is the little border, so pretty. So on these pockets I'm going to put the little booklet that we made, and then I will put another of the inserts on this page. Let's find the center. They look so pretty. I think this looks so cute. It's like a little, almost like a file folder in a way. Now if you don't do the pretty border, you can always use the little corner and make it look or like the little tabs like the file folders have. I just really like the borders. Okay, so then I'll put this last one down here, just like so. And for this page, I'm going to open my tab and add my inserts. So I'll put this one here on this pocket. Let's see. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. And then I'll put this one in here. And here we go. So pretty. I really love how the album turned out. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial. Please let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to visit the store JS Hobbies and Crafts to get everything that you need to complete this tutorial. I will be doing a final walkthrough of the album, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.